Hello everyone, in today's video we will be discussing Physics 252 Week 9 Video Explainer problem number 2. In this problem we are asked to relate how an image is kind of traced across a converging lens and some of the properties regarding the thin lens equation. So let's get right into it. Just starting off the problem here, we're given a few givens. So here we have the image distance, so this is just known as S, and this is the distance between the lens and the object. And next we have the focal length, and this is going to be our F right here, so this is between the, just to the lens right here. And since we're assuming that it has a diameter of 5, we can use our thin lens equation, which is given right here. So when we're trying to figure out how this lens should be, or where we should place this screen in order to see the focused image, we want to make sure that we're using this thin lens equation. So what I've done here is just set up, here we have our as our S, we have our 140, and as our F, our focal length, we have 40 centimeters here. So then we can just go ahead and solve for S prime, and we get 56 centimeters. So we would see the image 56 centimeters here. So for part B, we're kind of imagining that we're putting a card that's going to cover some of these rays. And I've drawn these rays just so you can kind of visualize this for yourself, but if you put, let's say this orange right here was blocking these rays, well, some of the rays are still passing through, as you can see here. And all the rays on the other side of that block are going to make it through to the other side just fine. And we're still going to see the image on the other side, but the difference is since there's less rays producing the image, it's just going to be a little bit dimmer. As for C, we're imagining that there's kind of a card that has a hole. It's just a small hole right here. And so the image will only be what is able to go through the hole, essentially. So it's going to be dim in the same way that it was dim in part B, in that there's not as many rays, so less rays means that there's going to be less light, but the size will also decrease because the diameter of the hole actually limits the diameter of the final image. And if we place it on the other side here, and this is our lens, then we have, or this is our card, then we would have the same issue where not all the light is able to get through, so it would just be dimmer, and the size of the image would decrease, but it wouldn't necessarily be the same one diameter image that we saw when the card was on the front of the lens. So thank you very much for watching, and have a great week.